Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Target exclusive vintage retro wave Gambit. Very cool looking figure. Again, another great update. I feel like they put a lot more effort into this version compared to the past version we got. Again, awesome card work, love it. Love seeing Gambit throwing out his, you can see his cards going off to the side. You can see Rogue, Wolverine, Storm, and himself on the top corner. Just says Uncanny X-Men, Hasbro where the Toy Biz sign would be, and Gambit. Flipping it around, you can see a little brief little information about Gambit. It has a cool picture of the figure along with that nice little classic image of Gambit. So we'll go ahead and flip this around, get this guy opened up. We'll check out the accessories and go over the details. All right, so first up we have Gambit's staff. Very cool. It's just silver plastic. We also have his one hand where he's gripping the card. You can put it right between those fingers, which is a fun way to have him displayed, I think. Now we have his throwing card hand, which I think looks really cool. It's a translucent purple, and it's got the cards here. You have the diamond, clovers, and hearts, which I think look awesome. They're painted with white and red and black paint, but I don't know why. I am disappointed in this. You might think I'm crazy, but the backs are translucent of these cards. I'm going to pretend they're glowing, but I kind of wish they were painted just like the fronts on this side, just so if you're having them, depending on how you're having them toss the cards out, I kind of wish they were double-sided just so you can see that on both sides. But I'm just going to pretend the bottoms are on fire of the cards. That's what I'll tell myself. Now we have the spades, and that's the same thing. It is in this translucent kind of pink, and then it's got the spade painted on there, but then if you flip it on the back, it's translucent again. It's not painted. I wish this card, I do wish, was painted on both sides if they had to choose, just because that's the card I'm going to have between the fingers and the top's on fire, or the top's, sizzling. So I feel like that one should have had paint on both sides if they could have done that. But overall, I'm happy they did paint at least one side. All right, now checking out Gambit. I like this way better. The old one, or the more recent one that we've received, his hair is kind of blowing in the wind. I do like that it is more stagnant and just parted. I think that looks really good. It's just dark brown and light brown with a little bit of black wash, which I think looks really cool. If I can get my camera to focus for you guys. But looking at the face, it's just a straightforward, serious, Gambit face there. You got this little cowl kind of over the side of his head. It's just that darker blue. You got the red eyes, which looks awesome with the black, and the brown eyebrows. Jeez, what's going on with my camera? And you also have the dark, or light brown, dark, geez, I'm going colorblind. Light brown trench coat. I really like the etching on the front here. It's just this light blue with a darker lining in there, darker blue lining, which looks really cool. And it does have more of a vibrant, pink upper body. And then it continues with that more of a metallic along the rim here. And this is all nicely sculpted and lined. And then coming down the shoulder here, this is also just like the multiple man body. He's got more kind of a trigger finger, which is a little odd. I kind of wish it was just a gripping hand. This is more of a relaxed gripping hand, kind of borderline trigger fingered, just because that one finger is hanging down a little low. I don't know why they couldn't just give us two gripping hands. That they have made them in the past, so I don't know. That kind of bothers me too. The little things, right? The little things. But if you want to have him holding his staff, it just looks silly with that pointer finger sticking out like he's going to hold a gun. That's just my opinion. I'm sure others would agree. Coming down the front here, I think this looks awesome. It just continues with the dark blue. The pink looks really good here. It's got a little nick there, not too bad. On the side. Looks good. On the back, it's just the dark blue. And then the boots here look really cool. I really do like this metallic, kind of like almost like a bluish silver hue. It looks really good though, and all the etching and sculpting looks nice. Kneecaps look good. Upside down triangles there. But overall, I love this trench coat though. When they use it, it's nice and it's got some good details on it. But it's just it's a cool looking trench coat. All right, so going over the articulation on Gambit, he looks left and right, up and down, got full range. He's got ball joints in the shoulders. They move out, forward, and back. He's got the upper bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow with elbow rotation. He also has a wrist rotation and a hinge at the wrist. Does have an ab crunch, even though the jacket will kind of get in the way, but you can get him in those cool, you know, aerial jumping poses if you want to, and probably peel this coat back to get him swooshing back. But he's got a waist swivel, kicks up, spreads pretty far. He's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up. Does a nice ankle rockers and pickles bomb his feet. All right, I'll go ahead and swap out some parts so you guys can see his accessories. All right, so first up, here he is holding his spade card, which I think looks really cool. I like him like this, just because he looks so, you know, cocky and kind of, I don't know, it just looks cool. I like when he's holding it. And then here he is kind of throwing his cards out. Again, like I said, see, you're going to either have to have him throwing it, it's kind of sideways almost, or like making that, like he's, I don't know, kind of like that. Because I feel like if you have them like this, or, you know, he's going to look weird, so you're going to have them. I don't know, it feels like to me it limits the range you can do, just because you want to show off the paint on these cards, so because they do look cool. But anyway, we'll go and show you guys how tall Gambit is and getting those fun comparisons. All right, so Gambit stands, and right now he holds his staff okay. It's kind of loose. He stands about a little over 6.5 inches tall. It's kind of typical, especially with the older Gambit. He has the same thing where he'll kind of grip it, but if you shake him hard enough, he'll drop it. But here is the older Gambit, not super old. But yeah, I'm spacing out. So, and then here is the Toy Biz Gambit. Sorry, in my head, I was thinking like maybe I'll start doing close-up comparisons, or yeah, just a little step into the way my brain works. It's spacey at times. And here is the X-Men Classics Gambit with the kind of had the gimmick that shot his, had like an over-the-shoulder cannon that shot his cards. But it was really just a disc of an X logo. But give you some variety of some of how far Gambit has come along in the Marvel Legends whole series. But first, we'll go ahead and do a comparison of Hasbro and then do Toy Biz. This might seem silly to do, but this is the top lighter silver one is from the original one, and the darker one is from the more retro wave one, just so you know. All right, so looking at him up close, you can see that Gambit here has the black and the hair blowing in the wind. But overall, it's the same head sculpt. He does have kind of a 5 o'clock shadow, which is cool on this one. But you can see the etching on the top, just no paint, where this one has the paint. Definitely similar pink. This one's definitely a lot lighter. This has got the blue, but more of a darker trench coat, black gloves opposed to dark blue. You can see on the boots here too. Definitely a different shade of blue, and black pants and dark blue pants with the pink. This has more of a metallic. Overall, it's cool because they are different. So if you have the other Gambit, you don't feel like you're completely rebuying the same figure again, which sometimes it feels like with other, you know, characters, you do feel like you're doing that. But overall, I feel like this is a lot more of a variation. So it's a great difference. So I feel like, to me, it's worth the money to pick up. Plus, it's Gambit. We don't get Gambit too often, but very cool. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the accessories. So here we go with the card throwing hand. So we have the first version where it's definitely a darker translucent pink, where this is more lighter pink. But you can definitely see how much that painted, you know, the paint on the cards, the printing on the cards, really adds to the character and just adds to the figure overall. And it makes me feel like it's a $20 figure just with that little bit of paint, you know, tabbed on there, where this was just kind of left off. And it just looks odd to me. I'm glad they changed that. And then here we are with the single card. One's just, you know, the original one's just more of a darker, you know, lighter or brighter translucent pink. Sorry, I am tired, it is late. And the other one's got the printed spade on there. So very cool, great improvement. Of course, if you had to compare the Toy Biz throwing card effect, it's quite amazing. It really is. So if you look at the Hasbro one, you can see the cards are in the whole effect. And it has these weird little slots where you can really fit his hand in different pieces. So you could have him in here. I typically fit it in his fingers around here, so it gets that whole throwing effect coming out. But again, you can see the card inside the plastic, and it's double-sided painted, see? So you can see the spade there, You can see it right there, or clover. So there's a little bit of a mistake. It looks like it's spade on one side and a clover on the other. I never realized that. And there's a clover over here. But yeah, I mean, but again, you can see the card double-sided. So it may have been a mistake on this one. But it's just really cool because they didn't have to do that. But you can see it's possible. But I just want to show you guys that kind of comparison with the accessories. Now here he is with the Toy Biz Gambit. This is not the one from the box set. The box set one, where you can tell, is the inner lining of the coat. This one's got all fabric. There will be like a kind of a plastic film, kind of, you know, like insulation on the inside. And that's how you'll know that's the Gambit from the box set. The Gambit from the box set came with that. If it's just all fabric, it's the series, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting. I think it's series 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's series 4 of Marvel Legends by Toy Biz. But I do like this Gambit's face because he's got that, you know, smirk. He does have that 5 o'clock shadow. But again, see, you can see the similarities. I did the etching with the painting. And besides the coat there, he does have the 2 fingers up, so you can give him holding that card accessory. But he does have finger articulation, so you can give him holding it together. It does look funky because these 2 fingers will always stick out. But so it's kind of each to their own, right? You can kind of see the similarities in the boots. If my camera will focus. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera while trying to hold both these figures. So it's going to be a little shaky there. But you can kind of see on the sides here. Comparing. But still, this is a very cool Gambit. I still really like the Toy Biz one. So overall, guys, I think this is an awesome Gambit figure. I'm very happy with him. And again, if you missed out on the first version that he released, that was, you know, didn't come with the Build-A-Figure piece, it was just his own part, you know, by himself, by him lonesome self in that wave, you did not miss out by waiting. So hopefully you didn't get ripped off by that figure, because this is to me, this is a great improvement compared to that one. Yes, he does, at times, I do like the way he looks in the darker colors, but I feel like this one, looks best for the way I pose my action figures, where they're not doing a whole lot, where they're just kind of hanging out all together. And he's got that, you know, calm hair. I love that they painted the cards. I will keep saying that. But overall, I think it's a solid figure, worth $20. I feel like they stepped it up and improved it. And who doesn't like those retro cards? Very cool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this long review of Gambit. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. And real quick, if you're staying till the end, here he is. Next to Rogue. But if you guys want to see him in my X-Men collection kind of set up, they're going to be pretty vanilla posed. But if you want to see the kind of an update of that with these guys and gals in it, please leave a comment if you stayed to the end and let me know. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your night, and I'll talk to you, or the rest of your day. It's the morning. Good morning. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.